Good morning, Diet Center. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, and the R word affects the contest. Yep, what all of us thought might happen on this end, the R word had a dramatic impact on the contest. And in this case, R stands for record. There was an absolute March record set yesterday. I'll get more into that in just a second. The way you start is the way you finish. By 10 a.m., we had huge numbers pouring in. Then it absolutely stalled all the way through the lunch hour. But by 4 p.m., we had set a one-day sales record for March. And when the average results are applied to the 60 or so non-reporting centers, the one-day total equaled 86% of all sales for the week 74% of all of the sales for this week last year. Here are the numbers from the participants. Total hours worked, 403. Total revenue generated, $61,175.27, which was far above our $56,000 goal. We cleared it by $5,000, so great job. Average center hours worked, 10.63. Average revenue generated per center, $1,868.47. Total production per payroll hour, or I should say average production per payroll hour, $178.68. And just for fun, I broke it down to the minute, $2.98 a minute. So if you're sitting around the center wondering, what should I be doing? Every minute you're sitting there, it costs you $2.98 on a high end. Some fun facts. If every center did what they did Monday, every day, weekly center sales would be $10,276.59. Average monthly center sales would be $44,189 and some change. Annual center sales per center would be over $530,000, $572.08. Total personal franchisee earnings using our appropriate pre-tax earnings percentage, $10,605,441. And again, just to have some fun, I know what a lot of the staff are paid, and I applied that commission rate and figured that if we did this every day, the average person, or the total amount of commissions distributed over the course of the year, would be $1,590,816.24. Now, it's wonderful to have a day like that because it gives you an indication as to what your center, what you're capable of doing with the right strategy and the right execution of that strategy. So, where the issue of greed is applied, if you can do it one day, what can you figure out how to do it 2 days? Then maybe 3, and then a few more. We're not talking about every single day, but if you could pull off 3 or 4 days and not cannibalize the rest of the month like that, all of a sudden you're adding tens of thousands of dollars to the bottom line over the course of the year. Some more fun facts. Highest sales volume by one center, $9,667. Highest production per payroll hour by one center, $966.70. Most hours worked by one staff, 18, and by most centers, lowest number of hours worked was 10. Now we're doing our final audits. We found a couple of faxes that had fallen behind a desk. We're checking our junk mail filters to make sure we didn't miss anyone's numbers. So here's what will happen. Today, after 4 p.m. Eastern Time, log on to youtube.com/DCWI News, or click on the icon that we send you along with this email, and you'll be able to identify and see who the winners are. The winners will first be announced on our YouTube channel. All cash awards will be sent on or before the 20th of April. All product credits will be available Thursday morning. A printed version of the entire field of participants and rankings will be distributed Thursday morning as well. And as an extra bonus, we're inviting the top 5 franchisees in those top 5 rankings to join us for a very special conference call where all we're going to talk about is what they did to prepare for and execute their phenomenal Monday. So it's not just centers with a bunch of staff. You had some people in the top 5, at least at this point, that it was just one person doing it and found themselves in the top 10. So that's your roundup for today. Talk to everybody after 4 p.m. Eastern Time.